If you ask me, have I recovered the money? No, but this was a bad investment because at that time I already had an iPhone and an editing app, but I didn't use it because the devil in me was telling me that what was stopping me from creating and making videos was because I didn't have a camera. Hey, my name is Jackson. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be making a video about what I think is stopping you from making it on YouTube. And this is one of the mistakes that most of us make or others made and corrected themselves, and others are still making the same mistake while starting on YouTube. By the end of the video, you have known some of the mistakes that we make while starting our YouTube channels. The biggest challenge and mistake that we make as beginners is thinking that we don't have enough to start with. Most of the YouTubers or most of the creators always think that they cannot make any quality videos because they don't have the best camera, they don't have the best setup, or they don't have the best lenses. However, if you're to look at the statistics, most of the creators didn't really use the most expensive technology or the most sophisticated cameras to make it on YouTube. However, later in life they have to upgrade because they can really afford it. But while you're starting, just like myself and millions of other YouTubers, when you're just starting, one of the things that you should not worry about is the kind of gear that you use. And that is one of the things that is holding us back. Like every time you want to create something, the devil in you tells you that, oh, I would have made this video, but because I don't have this kind of camera, I won't. And every time that you procrastinate, that hits you back, and it's never the right time for you to begin. So I hope and I wish that each and every one of you small YouTubers can find a solution for that and just start with what you have. If you have a phone that has a camera and has enough space for you to download CapCut, you're good to go. And I personally, I'll share with you, this has affected me because in the beginning I used to limit myself thinking that what was stopping me from creating was because I didn't have a camera. And back in 2022, I went and bought myself this Nikon Z30 because in the beginning I was like, maybe I'm not creating because I need a camera. And guess what? I went and bought this camera. This was $1,300 on Amazon, and I bought this camera, and guess what? I've only used this camera less than 50 times. Even on my YouTube channel, most of the videos that I have on my channel were not created using this camera, but a camera that I've not even used more than 50 times. And I bought this in 2022. If you ask me, have I recovered the money? No, but this was a bad investment because at that time I already had an iPhone and an editing app, but I didn't use it because the devil in me was telling me that what was stopping me from creating and making videos was because I didn't have a camera. Then guess what? I went and bought myself a camera, and still I didn't create videos. The devil still never let me perform to my ability because I kept on procrastinating and using that as an excuse. So that's why I bought myself a camera. This was $1,300. It's a Nikon Z30 or Z40, I don't remember. Yeah, it's a Nikon Z30 right here. I bought this in 2022. $1,300 down the drain. Never used it that much, and I've not recovered my money. But guess what? Still the devil kept telling me that you need a better camera or you need a more portable camera so that you can use that to make your vlogs or maybe to make your videos. And I kept on going. That was the first mistake of putting all the money on this camera that I didn't really use. And this was the lens that came with a Nikon Z30. As you can see, here it is. Still, I thought that I didn't have enough gear to make quality videos. And guess what? Last year, while I was planning my trip to Uganda, I went ahead and bought this GoPro Max 2. This is a 360 action camera. I think this was around $500, I think, between $500 and $600. This is a 360 action camera. Still, I mean, at least I've made use of this one more than the other one, because it's portable and because it's 360 degrees, so I can always use it whenever maybe I'm just taking a walk and record like 350-degree videos. So this was the second purchase that I made when I thought that maybe I didn't have enough gear to start recording. I'm making this video to show you how much this mentality stops us from starting, thinking that we only should start when we have perfect setup. After that, I went ahead and bought a GoPro. I think this is a 13 series. Yeah, this is a GoPro 13 Black right here. Hope you can see this one. This is a 13 Black GoPro. Still, I bought this one because I thought that the other two were not enough, and I thought that maybe if I got this one, I will be a perfect person to make videos. And guess what? Even after buying this one, I spent this must have been like maybe $450. I don't really remember well, but you can imagine I bought the other 1300 plus 600, that's 1900 plus 450. I think this was 450. I don't really remember well, but you can just imagine the kind of investment. Yet I had an iPhone that I would have used to record my videos, but I went ahead and bought DJI mics. And remember, even at that time, I already had a mic with the Nikon Z30. It came with a mic. I even had cheaper microphones. So the devil told me that I needed a better mic, and I went ahead and splurged a lot of money on this mic. This is DJI 2, I think. Yeah, this is a DJI mic 2, I think. I actually, out of all the purchases, in my heart and my mind, I feel like this was the best purchase that I ever made, ever since I started investing in my YouTube journey. So this wasn't a bad purchase. Believe me, this wasn't a bad purchase. But I'm just trying to show you that I would have started with my iPhone. I would have started with my phone and maybe a cheaper mic and just CapCut, and I would have made even better YouTube videos just for the love of the game. If you're watching this video while you've not spent all that money on equipment, please don't, because you can buy everything. Even if you buy the same camera that Mr. Beast has or MKBHD has, you won't start. The best time to start is right now. So hopefully you learn something from this video and start with what you have. And the second thing that is really affecting most of us is wanting to take shortcuts. And I was a victim of this, because in the beginning I wanted to take shortcuts, and I was uploading a lot of reused content. That's why in my previous video I said that I've been monetized and demonetized 4 times. Why? Because I was using other people's content. I was feeling lazy to make my own content, so I resorted to should I call it stealing? So I resorted to stealing people's content, post on my YouTube, and my channel was growing. But then in my head I thought that I was growing, yet I was using people's content. Then first time got monetized. I think I had almost $800, got demonetized, and then had to work again, got back, use people's content, got monetized. It was on back and forth of monetization and demonetization, and every time I got demonetized, whatever I had made on YouTube at that time, I never got it, since the content wasn't mine. Not until last year when I finally said that I won't be using other people's content anymore. And I was like, it might take time, but I'll feel content once I get to know that whether I'm succeeding or stuck. But as long as I know that whatever I'm posting, I made it myself. I would see 300k views on my channel at that time, while I very well knew that the videos were not mine. So you don't have to live in denial and maybe want to rush and get those views and grow your channel while you're using some other person's videos, because you will be I mean, at the end of the day, you'll be caught and then you'll lose all the subscribers and all the views, and then you'll be shadow banned, because it happened to me. That's why I'm telling you that if you've not done that, please don't. That being said, if you've watched until this part, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss any other coming videos that I'll be posting soon. Thanks for watching.